The third episode, the police officer was able to enter the ship containing all the players and was able to kill one of the workers to take his clothes. In this way, he will be inside the headquarters of the game and no one will know. He now only has a gun and a phone, and he put his ID with the body of the worker who killed him. Episode titled Umbrella Man. Some workers' job is to change the clothes of the player while they are drugged to take everything for them. But the thief girl was unconscious with a small knife. The good man wanted to sit with the old man and discovered that 93% of the gamer returned because their life outside the game are worse than the game itself. And the smart guy and the Pakistani guy become friends because the smart guy gives some money to help him go home. The good man will ask them to make a team to help each other, and the team is made up of the smart man, the good man, the old man, and the Pakistani man. The bad guy asks the thief girl to join his team, but she will refuse because he is known for betrayal and treachery. And the long-haired girl, we will call her the stupid girl because she will ask the bad guy to join his team, and she will tell him she is too smart, and he will agree. In this way, 187 of the 201 players have returned. The boss of the game wears a black mask and tells the workers to watch people who haven't returned to the game. It's lunchtime. The good guy's team is trying to guess the second game, but the Pakistani man doesn't know any game because he's not Korean and he didn't play this game when he was young. Workers preparing to sleep. The officer suffers because he's afraid of the cameras to see him, but he managed to hide. At night, the stupid girl was screaming and asking the workers to open the door because she wanted to go to the toilet. And after screaming for a long time, the workers agreed because she threatened them that she would be on the floor. The thief girl showed up and told them that she also wanted to go to the toilet. The stupid girl and the thief girl will go to the toilet, and the thief girl will climb the pipes to find out what's going on in the other rooms, and she managed to get to the kitchen hatch and smell the sugar. The stupid girl was suffering to prevent workers from entering the bathroom, and she had a lighter in a very strange place inside her body. And after they come back from the toilet, the stupid girl asked the thief girl to tell her what she saw, and the thief girl told her that she would tell her tomorrow, and the smart man was hearing them. The officer was writing in the mobile notebook everything he saw in the place. The thief girl told the stupid girl that she saw the workers melting sugar. The stupid girl didn't understand and didn't see that she is enough information to find out anything, even though she is from South Korea. The officer woke up and went back to work. The players eat breakfast. One of the workers put a paper from him in the food. A message. Now they are preparing for the second game. The workers are divided into 3 tugs. The shape of the triangle are those with weapon, and the shape of the square are the leaders. The shape of the circle, these who carry out the orders. The players on their way to the second game, and the smart guy went to the thief girl and told her that he overheard her conversation with the stupid girl, and he wanted to know what she knew to help her. He helps her to find out what the second game is before starting it, because she is from North Korea and she will not know anything. She told him, and almost he knows what the second game is. All the players entered the second game, and the workers told the players to choose one of the shapes in front of them: star, circle, triangle, umbrella. The smart man knew the game and didn't tell his friends, and told them that the best thing is to choose different shapes, and this is a trick from him. He chose the easiest shape, and the easiest shape is the triangle, of course. The Pakistani man doesn't understand anything, and he chose the circle. The good man chose the umbrella, and the old man chose the star. The smart guy was supposed to warn his friends, but he didn't. And the game is sugar shapes with the shapes they choose. Of course, the thief girl chose a triangle because she knew what the game was from the smart man. This way we knew the hardest form is umbrella. The game time is only 10 minutes. The game was very difficult and stressful. The good man was sweating so much from stress. Whoever can't get out of the shape without breaking it will succeed in this game, and whoever breaks it will be killed. And with the first player workers kill him, the tension will increase very much. Nobody can focus. The stupid girl had a lighter that was heating the needle and melting the sugar. The first player to win this game was the one who had message in his food, and the second one is the Pakistani man and the smart guy. Of course, everyone who chose a triangle shape succeeds in this game. The good man was sweating heavily and full on the sugar, and here he discovered something, that water dissolves sugar, and he started licking the sugar to melt it. The stupid girl succeeded because of the lighter, while out she gave it to the bad guy to tell him she helped him. The rest of the players liked the way of the good man and started doing the same way. The bad man succeed, and the old man and the good man succeed at the last moment. In this way, the second game is over, and many have lost and been killed, and it turned out that the workers are also ordinary people whose financial conditions are difficult. It also became clear that the player who had message in his food that he is a doctor and helps the workers by dissecting the bodies of the murdered people and taking their organs from them to sell them and earn money for them. The good man knew that his smart friend knew what the second game was. The old man thanked the good man for the move he made at the end of the game. In this way, there are 79 players left and the money increases every time someone dies. Time to eat, and the food is only an egg and a soft drink, but the stupid girl will tell the bad guy that they are standing on the line again to get food, again, and they will do that. There will be a big fight between the players because the bad guy and his team took another player's food. The player who didn't eat will get into a fight with the bad guy and the bad guy will kill him, and the workers won't stop him. Everyone is watching only because the owner of the game told them not to interfere, and that is the part of the game, that they are killing each other. The worker will take the body of the murdered player without any reaction. On the other hand, the workers take the organs of the corpses with the doctor, but the doctor told them that there are some corrupted organs because these organs belong to poor people. The smart man will tell his team that today is a plague and that the evil man and his team will kill the players while are sleeping. They will offer the thief girl to join them, but she will refuse. The worker will give an egg to the doctor with a message that says the third game and tell him that today will be difficult for everyone because they put less food to cause a quarrel between the players to kill each other, and that he must choose a strong team to join him in order to survive, and that everything that happened was a part of the game, and the egg will have the name of the third game. Of course, the doctor will join the evil man's team in exchange for telling them the name of the third game. The officer changes his mask every once in a while to be everywhere and to be a commander. The workers will cut off the light, and the evil man and his team will begin to kill everyone while they are sleeping, and the massacre will occur. The bad guy would have killed the thief girl, but the good guy would save her and she would be with him on his team. And suddenly the old man will be on the bed and the light will come back and he will say, "Stop it, you are going to kill everyone." The owner of the game, who wears a black mask, he will tell the workers to intervene to stop this war. The officer entered the player's room and asked the good man about his brother's name, but the good man told him that they didn't know each other's name. And the good man started asking everyone about their names, and the easiest name is Ali from Pakistan, and the old man won't tell them his name. And the stupid girl started calling the villain my love and told him that if he betrayed her, she would kill him. And the officer still writes in his mobile everything he sees. The good guy and his team can't sleep because they are afraid. And the third game begins. The game will be a group game, and the team must be composed of 10 players, and they have only 10 minutes to compose the team. The bad guy will ask one of his squad to gather the strongest man. The good man doesn't know what the game is, and each of them is required to include an additional player for their team, so that the number becomes 10. The smart man sees the presence of a girl and an old man as a weakness for them, and they must include strong man only. The thief guy will bring a girl like her, and no one wants to join the old man. In this way, the team will consist of only 9 players. The bad guy doesn't want the stupid girl in his team because she's a girl, so she decided to join the good guy's team and tells the bad guy that she will take revenge on him. Time is up, and everyone enters the third game. The game is tug of war. The bad guy feels happy because his wild team is made up of strong guys, because he knew what the game was from the doctor. The workers drew a lottery to start the game. The first to start is the bad guy's team against another team, and of course the villain team will win. The second team is the good man team and his team with 3 women and an old man against a team made up of all men. But the old man told them that he used to play this game when he was a kid and he always win, and he would tell them the correct way to play tug of war, and that is not besides in physical strength. It depends more on intelligence, and he will tell them a strategy that will be the reason for their victory, even if their team is the weakest physically. Indeed, the game will begin and everyone will implement the plan of the old man and the smart man, and their team will survive. Episode 5, titled The Just War. The third game is over and everyone is tired, and no one could believe that the old man's team hadn't died. The workers are still smuggling the corpses of the dead to take the organs from them. The number of players have reached 40. The smart guy could guess that the bad guy knew the game before he even started it, because he chose to have his entire squad made up of strong guys, and that's why he kicked out the stupid girl. In this way, he concluded that the evil man knew something that no one does. The good guy team is afraid of a bad guy's attacks at the night, and the team begins to work at night watch to monitor what is happening and sleep safely. But the bad guy decided he wouldn't attack tonight and didn't want to kill anyone today. A member of his team told him that the doctor was in the toilet, but the doctor downstairs was dismembering the bodies. The light will close, the friendship between Ali and the smart man will increase. The doctor is still down. The good man and the rest of the team were on guard duty while they were asleep. The doctor got into a fight with the workers because he sabotaged the eye of crops. The good man used to remember the days he worked with his friends and that one of his close friends died in front of him. On the same day his daughter was born, he was unable to attend the birth, and his wife doesn't forget his absence at all. He told the old man everything and also told him that the company had fired him because they had financial problems and that he couldn't find another place to work. The old man is sick and has a high right temperature, and the good man was taking care of him by making poultices of the safeguard water. The doctor finished his work and two of the workers took the organs to sell them through a secret passage. The doctor asked them about the fourth game, but they told him they didn't know. The doctor was angry with them. On the other hand, the officer knows the location of the secret passage, and the doctor turned into a psycho and wanted to know the fourth game, and he threatened them to kill one of them, and actually killed one of them and ran fast. The officer is still with the other workers in the secret tunnel. The doctor was trying to escape from the place, but he got into a game room. The worker with the officer is suspicious of him. He forced him to take off the mask because his voice was strange to him. One of the workers tried to find an argument with the doctor. On the other hand, the officer wanted to know the identity of the dismembered corpse because he wanted to know if it was the body of his brother or not, but the worker would tell him that it was the corpse of a woman, and he raped her while she was dead. The officer will kill him and he will return to search for his brother. On the other hand, the owner of the game, who wears a black mask, didn't know anything about sale of organs, and when he discovered all this, he would kill the workers and the doctor because the doctor was successful in the games by cheating, and he wanted a fair game. The officer will come back and fire a shot at the entrance hole to enter again, and the owner of the black masked game will hear the sound. And currently the officer is in the leader's room because the lists of the records of all players over the past years are in this room. The great commander took the bullet from the worker's skull to find out the type of pistol. The officer arrived at the room in which everything was and began to search through all the records to search for his brother's name. And on the other side, a voice played, and the workers entered the player's room to collect them. But the old man was very sick and urinated involuntarily, and the good man helped him so that he wouldn't feel embarrassed. In the end, the officer discovered that his brother hadn't died and that his brother had won the game. He won the year 2015. This means that the game has been going on for years.